Good morning. It is Wednesday, September 9th, 2020, and I am meteorologist Steve Grzanowski with your weather briefing storm scoop update. We'll call this one the Atlantic Dance. So we have an interesting sea surface temperature configuration. The Gulf Stream is very warm, but also peels rather strongly east away from North Carolina. There are cut-off eddies likely as the culprit, possibly induced by the strong colder pocket in just southeast of New England last spring. The northern branch did well this summer, bleeding up the New Jersey coast, but it's definitely a different look. And here's Al 70. It's a healthy storm. It will not take a smooth sweeping path, I'll tell you that. Expect some meandering with course redirects involved, graphic outlining the most probable weakness envelope it has to work with for that erratic tracking to come. So it's really not looking to be a significant threat to landfall. It'll move around the Bahamas even as well. Moving on, how does the September 2020 NMME run compare with the last, let's say, 7 or 8 years since 2012? The target season is December through February, and because the model has a warm bias, this might be more useful metric than forecast anomalies. So the only part of the U.S. with a cold signal is the Northwest. Europe is also warm, and Asia is predominantly warm as well. So it's definitely not too early to start looking at some of these winter months. If you haven't signed up for some of our winter packages, please reach out to us, and we'll make sure that something that's in line with your business will be created, whether it's snow removal or forecasting for long-range patterns or for shipping, whatever it might be. We can help alleviate some of those issues. Really wanted to show this next piece. This is a satellite view from yesterday morning on the West Coast, revealing a widespread fire activity in California, in Oregon, and Washington. Pretty well developed, pretty well seen here. It's kind of astonishing when you really take a second back look at it. And so this powerful storm that just moved in did bring some precipitation to the areas. Didn't help out too much. The issue right now is powerful offshore winds. They're not producing really well-rounded environments to contain these fires. And you could see what appears to be burn scars from the fires in eastern Washington last night. And you can still see some fresh snow in Montana from that storm that just tracked through. So this is Paulette. This is what Paulette's dealing with. We have very dry air ahead, and we have a lot of shear, southwest shear. We have deep convection in the center of the storm, which is good. Nice upper level outflow, which is also good. I still expect Paulette to remain near its current intensity or weaken over the coming days as it interacts with this dry air and wind shear. Just how much it weakens will have some implications for the longer term track and possibly the intensity. Again, not too worried, but you gotta keep an eye on it. And moving a little further on, we'll pull back and show you what's going on out there. No new info on Paulette or Renee this hour, but we did get an update on 94L, Invest 94L near Bermuda. The odds are unchanged at 40%. That's this girl here. And the next wave now shows odds at 70%. So we have this nuisance, Paulette, Renee, and then another system south of Renee. See what's going on there. Back to the long-term guidance that we showed yesterday. It's still very noisy, but I think if you're in the Bahamas and the U.S. East Coast, you should have half an eye on Paulette in case it strays further west. And if you're in the Lesser Antilles, Puerto Rico, or Dominican Republic, Haiti, have half an eye on the next wave. Any impacts to land from either system, if they're to occur at all, are still a week out, or more than a week out. So I'm not seriously worried as of now. We're in the peak of an active hurricane season, so being prepared and staying tuned to forecasts is good policy regardless of specific storm forecasts. And then the next wave definitely starts out on a threatening low latitude trajectory. Looking at the GEFs, there seems to be two solid camps, one that moves across fast and south like the Euro, and one that is a little slower to get west and ends up pulled into the weakness like the UK Met. And lastly, just want to finish with Paulette again. Storms in the northeast portion of Paulette's track envelope almost always recurve well offshore. So the same cannot be said for storms further southwest in that track envelope. So again, time and patience. That's the key. I'm meteorologist Steve Krasnowski. This has been our Storm Scoop Weather Briefings. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.